Hey guys, welcome to another day of the vlog. Today we are going to do a visit to an exterior siding project where we'll meet our project manager Yuri Silchuk, who oversees our siding installs, our window installs. We'll take a look behind the scenes of what it looks like to get a James Hardie cement board siding installed. Yuri will take us through that process. We're at the job site. As I mentioned, we're going to visit Yuri Silchuk today. He's our roofing.
How's it going, everyone?
Sorry.
Roofing.
I think about roofing all the time. He's our exterior trades project manager on siding and windows. And so we're going to look at this project right behind us. This is a James Hardie cement board siding project. And I'm going to pick his brain a little bit. He's going to go over the project and then we'll take it from there.
Perfect. Let's get to it.
All right.
So previously this house had like a composite siding board previously, and then on the back end over there, we'll walk around over there. They used to have a wood shake, and basically there was a lot of gaps between windows, and there's water coming in, so now we're just redoing everything, make sure everything's watertight, and give a new appearance to the actual home.
Okay, let's look at the project a little. Let's look at the product a little closer here. So, right off the back, if you notice, we're not dealing with wood here. So this is actually a cement board. As I just mentioned to those customers driving by, what's nice about it is that it's not gonna rot, it's not gonna warp, it's not gonna get infested with termites. You don't have to worry about maintaining it, and it's completely non-combustible, meaning that you know, they don't have to worry about fire risk here. So it is a lot heavier and a little harder to work with, but we're gonna go into a little bit more of the detail of the install process, right?
Yep. So as you can see here, say on this area, right? So underneath this paper, we had to put in our OSB. So then after that, once we pass our inspection for our sheeting, we start wrapping everything with paper. Then we start applying our 40 flash around all the windows, any doors that we have. And then at that point, we start doing our prep work. So the prep work, that includes all of our trim work here. Making sure we trim out all of our windows. We do our 40 flash, so you can see a 40 flash here. Sorry, not 40 flash, but Z-bars. So you add all those Z-bars, and then at that point, once that prep work is completed, you start installing your James Hardie product.
So all the trim is also the cement board trim.
Yeah.
So don't have to worry about trims rotting out. 40 flash is just the sealing that just kind of protects the flashing right behind the window here for additional waterproofing, correct?
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
So, and when it comes down to trims, so standard goes 1x4, but you do have the option of doing 1x6s or 1x8s. That's something that we're gonna be doing with the garage over here on this corner here, just to build it up and give it a different look.
Okay, and they went with primed so they can match it to the existing color of the home, or is there going to be a complete?
There's still going to be a repaint,
okay,
but they're just holding onto that for now, and once they make a final decision, then
because James Hardie does have a baked on product too, where it comes with the color baked onto it, which is pretty cool as well.
Yeah.
But
it's pretty neat. A little more expensive, but you know, if you don't like the colors, you have the option of going with primed and then just painting it to your liking.
That's pretty cool. So looks like all of the trims behind it.
Yeah, so we use wider trims just to create like a little architectural box. That way your actual lights aren't sitting on top of the siding, since this is overlapping as a little bit of a slant. So what we do is cut out a box like this. That way it can be a flat surface, and then just work our siding around this.
So what do you like the most about this product? What stands out to you the most versus, you know, traditional wood siding, let's say?
I would say the quality and the fact that this product will last. And the colors, once you apply it on the actual siding itself, the colors really stand out very well versus just wood. Because wood, even though it's primed, it still absorbs that paint. But once you paint this stuff looks really good.
Do you know like roughly how much longer it would take to work with this product versus like a traditional wood siding, or if there is?
Just depending on if there's any issues that you run into. But for the most part, I would say just by a few days longer.
So as far as the design goes, this is the lap board design, but James Hardie does have a variety of different kinds of design. including the board and batten, which just has kind of like that vertical strip.
Yeah, so they have 4x8 sheets that you install, and then you do your battens, which are like 1x2s, and it has a really good look to it.
Cool. All right, sounds good. Anything else about this project that comes to mind, or we pretty much captured it?
We pretty much captured it, unless you want to go see the T111 that we did and where we had the wood shake.
Oh, is it here?
Yeah, it's over here on this corner.
Let's take a quick look at it.
So, for example, this is what we're discussing, right? So we have some wider trim here, and then we're adding some splice trim here, just to give it a little bit of a different design versus just like a flat surface. So once you paint this, it's gonna have a really good look to it. So the customer decided to do the rest of this home right here with T111.
So that's T111, that's wood.
Correct, this is wood.
They decided to do the rest of that with the wood and do hardy on the front, to basically the California front.
Correct. So T111 will go on faster. The reason why is because you have 4x8 sheets, right? So instead of you starting with your first board and then building everything up, that's the reason why James Hardie takes a little bit longer. But with T111, it's good product, but I still prefer James Hardie regardless. But here they had wood shake style siding here, right? So we tore all that off because there was a lot of big gaps between the windows and the doors. So we're fixing that problem.
So I guess if you're trying to be more considerate of budget and you want to really, protect the front of the house and add that curb appeal to the front of the house and keep cost, be a little bit more cost conscious, then you can do what's called the California front, where you do Hardie on the front and then T111 on the rest of the house.
Yeah, that's always an option as well.
Cool. Man, this was very informative. Thank you for taking us through. Hopefully we all learned some today, and we look forward to seeing you on future projects, man.
Great seeing you.
Appreciate you.